Hey guys, what's up? Tom Short Guy here. I'm back with another convention coverage video today. I went to the Friday and Saturday of the October MCM London Comic Con at the XL Centre. I didn't go on a Sunday because I needed a chill day because I'm freaking exhausted. Yeah, I went to Friday and Saturday. I had a really awesome time. I'm just absolutely completely dead, so I thought, while it's fresh in the old noggin, I'd film a video today just to talk about my experience of the weekend, some of the actors I met, some of the games I got to play, because I played a lot of new upcoming games, which is cool, and just some of the cool swag that I bought. So without further ado, I'll get started on this. So first I went on the Friday, which was from like 10 till 7, and I met like 3 actors on the Friday. I'll start with the first one. I've got before David on the stuff, which has actually got trashed in my bag, but you know, one of those things. So we'll start off with the first one I met. So first thing I did Friday when I got there was I had a photo op, which was at like 11:15. Met her before, but it's with Catherine Sutherland, who played Cat in My Northern Power Rangers, Zeo, and in Turbo as well. When I met her at LFCC, I didn't have anything to sign, so I thought, well, you know, Power Rangers was a massive part of growing up, so I wanted to meet her. She was lovely as well. In the picture, I am holding the Pink Ranger pop, but from the lighting, it's sort of reflected. You can sort of make it out if you look very closely. It was a bit annoying, but then I was like, why is she just looking out of the box, which I learned for another photo op, and I got my Pink Ranger signed. It's cool. The 2 power up. Catherine Sutherland. What was cool as well, like, I actually tweeted. I put it on my Instagram story that I met her as well. What was cool as well, she reposted on her story, so I was on her story for a while, which is pretty sweet. And I was like, ah, little fanboy moment. And then she sort of messaged, commented on the story, so my pleasure. So that was quite cool. That got a little response from her as well. That sort of made my day, because a lot of the actors, they're quite active on social media, so I just posted it anyway, just so you guys can see what I got up to. But then the actual fact she responded, I was like, wow! Cool, that sort of made me really happy, that, and I smiled. So that was quite dope. So she was the first one I met. And that's the pop and the pink pin. Trying to get a box like this that weren't damaged, but seriously, I had to buy like 2 of them. I mean, this one still isn't perfect compared to the other ones, a lot better. I just spoke to her about Power Rangers, and then obviously I said it was my birthday on the Thursday, and she's like, oh, happy birthday. It was her birthday as well, so I was like, oh, right back at her. And then just talked about how the show's like 20 years old and it's still going strong after all these years. And then just asked her, like, you know, I hope you're enjoying the weekend so far. And then she was sitting next to Steve Cadenas, who I met, but I'll talk about him after. And she's really lovely, very friendly and welcoming. Took some selfies with some fans and stuff, and then I just enjoyed talking to her. I was talking to her a good 10 minutes, got me popped back, and then made my way. So that was the first guest I met on the Friday. So I was already off to a really good start, so I was like, yay! And the next one I met, this freaking guy. Oh god. I've wanted to meet this guy before. The last time he was at MCM, I was at Heroes and Villains, so it just wasn't feasible. But I met Nolan North. So if any of you guys know, Nolan North is a voice actor, and he's voiced a lot of video games. Like, he's done some of the voices in the Arkham games, but the one he's most famous for is Nathan Drake from the Uncharted series. So naturally, I was like, oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna meet him. Problem is, like, just his normal voice, he's just like, oh man, it's like I'm talking to fucking Drake right now. It's so funny, because in the photo op, he was like, yo, come here and see me. He was like, are you all feeling alright? And that just was fucking, that was a good icebreaker. So I got my photo with him, and I went back to meet him at his signing table later. See, I did have the Uncharted 4 game with me to get signed, and then I just forgot to do it. But I did get the Nathan Drake Uncharted 4 pop sign, which was the Naughty Dog exclusive one. He's got his Naughty Dog t-shirt, and he'd done it in this blue pen. What was quite cool was like when he was signing it, he was like sort of scribbling the pen on the bit of paper he had, and he was like, oh dude, I love these pens, like, where'd you get it? So I was like, oh, I got it from eBay. And he was like, these paint pens are the best for signing, and then he signed it, and then I spoke to him about the Uncharted games, because they are one of my favourite gaming franchises, just because the stories in those games are meh. I remember the first time I played Uncharted 2, and obviously if you guys have played it, it's where it starts, where Drake's stuck on the train climbing up a cliff, and I went, what the fuck has happened to this guy? And it's just, the characters in it as well are so well thought out, and they're so rich, the characters as well. Yeah, I just love those games, and I've actually gone back to play Uncharted 4, because when it came out, I really loved it, and then I think another game must have come out, and I stopped playing it. And then after I met him, I was like, I feel like I need to go back to this game, because I don't actually know how it ends, so I'm a plan to get through it. Just talking to him, and I was like, oh man, I freaking love these games. And then he spoke to me about when I was in the recording studio doing all the dialogue. Yeah, what was cool, because like where Nolan North's table day was he was sitting next to Richard McGonagall, who voiced Victor Sullivan or Sully in the Uncharted game. So I was talking to Nolan about obviously the game, and then like Richard, like he didn't have any on his table, and then he was talking to me about it, and I said like I think they're one of the best games. He went, they are amazing, the games. And then they started talking about one of the days in the studio where they was recording a particular scene, and that was quite funny to listen to them exchange about it. And then like I said, oh like, it was my birthday the other day, so Nolan was like, oh happy belated birthday, and Richard said it as well, which was cool. And then he said, oh have you played the last one? I said, I'm actually playing it now, I haven't finished it yet. He was like, why the hell not? And I was like, I stopped playing it because other games came out. He was like, oh saving the best for last, was ya? I see how it is. So that was quite funny of him. And then yeah, he signed that. And he was like, make sure you don't smudge that. He's like, make sure you dry before you put it in your pop protector. I was like, yes, Bob. But he was just cool. He was really active with the fans as well. I kind of wish I had gone on the Sunday to go to his panel, because that would have been quite good to have seen the two of them at the panel. Yeah, meeting him was cool. He was like, I suppose in a way a childhood hero, because obviously he's been voicing characters since way back when. But Nathan Drake has always been one of my favourite personal characters, just because of the character he is, and the Uncharted games are just fantastic. So I was like buzzing when I met him as well, and yeah, that pop looks super sick as well. So I was like, next one I actually met him at the same time as Catherine Sutherland, but I met with Steve Cadenas. I've met him before at LFCC, God, 4 years ago. Again, I didn't have anything to sign there, so I remember I bought this Red Ranger pop a few years ago, and it's the ninja one. It's got the great ape on it, and then he signed it for me as well. To then Rocky Steve Cadenas, and I was talking to him about obviously I can't believe like it's 20 years. He's quite active on social media, and like the day before he went to Planet Hollywood in London, they actually had his original Red Ranger suit on display, and he was like, he said that's crazy that it's this far from the other side of the world and you've got like that suit there. And I just started talking to him about the anniversary episode, because him and like all some of the original members came back for this special episode. So like Jackson David Frank, Steve Cadenas, Jason Thorne, Catherine Sutherland, just to name a few, they all came back and suited up as the Rangers again, so that's pretty sick. So he signed that for me. I didn't get a photo op with him just because it didn't work out in the schedule, because with Comic Con you got to plan these things in advance. Yeah, so I got his autograph, but I also got a selfie with him as well, which is cool. I was just talking to him for ages, because like Day Accused wasn't busy on the Friday, because the Friday was the quieter day, so I thought if I could do a majority on the Friday, that'd be ace. So yeah, I spoke to him about obviously Power Rangers, and then there's this cool book coming out. It's called like, I think it's so called like the history of Power Rangers. It's like this fat book, and he had a copy there, and it's got like insight into the show, unseen photos, behind the scenes interviews with some of the original cast. So I had a quick flick through that, and that looks pretty dope, so I might get that at some point. He was actually in the photo op room when I had one with Catherine as well, and like I didn't have a picture of him, but like, I said hi to him and shook his hand and stuff, so that was pretty dope. So yeah, met him there. So Red Ranger all signed, which is cool. And that was on the Friday, and I went back Saturday, and the only one was Paul Bettany, who you know is Vision. So I will show you. Talk about this one, because this was a great experience. So that's my picture with Paul Bettany, and yes, I am holding Vision, and yes, that is a Vision t-shirt as well. When I actually was queued up for this queue, there were so many people there, like, because obviously he was probably the biggest actor there, so his photo op queue was insanely long. Whereas my turn, like, I had Vision already in my hand. Yes, I know, should have taken a pop out of the box, but because of the lighting, I was like, no, I'm not having this photo ruined. So when it was my turn, he shook my hand, he was like, oh, good to see you, thanks for coming. And then he saw my top, and he was like, I love that Vision t-shirt. And then I was like, if I hold this in a photo, he was like, of course it is. He said, it's me, of course you can hold it. So I got a picture of that, and then he sort of gave me a hug after. I was like, oh, thanks for coming, buddy, I'll see you later. Already, I was like, oh, very, very cool guy. And then I went to his signing table. It took me about 3 attempts, because the first time I went there, queue got shut off. The second time, he was on break, and then the third time, I literally ran from my photo op, and the queue was insanely long. I think I was waiting about 40 minutes maybe, which for a big A-list is not actually that bad, to be fair. And that was the only guest I was meeting that day, so I didn't mind waiting. So I was in the queue, when it was my turn, I was sort of like, oh, I'm gonna be Vision. I had the special edition exclusive Vision pop from Infinity War, and I had a gold pen. He put Paul Bettany, which was dope. I love this pop. The only thing's not on me, the box has got a bit damaged on the corner bit, and you know what I'm like, but to be fair, it's in a solid pop protector. What was cool about meeting him though, was because he recognised me, because obviously the t-shirt I was wearing, I don't think many people had that t-shirt, and he was like, shook my hand, he was like, oh, good to see you again. He was like, can I just say, that is an amazing t-shirt. And he was like, where did you get it? I just told him I got it some random shop, and then I was like, alright, if you sign my Vision, he went, yeah, of course it is. And then we started talking about Infinity War, and I said, like, for me, not just in the films, I've always loved the character of Vision, Vision, because even in the comic books he's always been an interesting and crucial character. And he was like, oh really? I said yeah. I said the thing is with Vision in the comics, he's one of the most complicated characters, but he's so like, you know, he stands out a lot. And then he went, oh, have you read the new Marvel comics with the new Vision material? I was like, no. And he was like, you must read it, it's fantastic. I had a bit of a nerd off, which was quite cool about that. And I said like, you know, it sucks you got killed off twice. He went, oh no, it's like they was trying to get rid of me. And kind of laughed about that, which is pretty dope. And then I said like, regardless of what happens in Avengers 4, I was like, you know, I hope the film is well received and the film is going well, and I look forward to seeing it. And he was like, oh, thank you so much. He said, really appreciate that. And he was like, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And he was like, to get my Vision back. And he was like, you make sure you look after this guy. I went, oh, I will, don't worry. And then I walked away, and biggest smile on my face, and then Lucy was waiting for me, and she was like, how'd it go? I was like, ah! It was so cool, man, because like, the thing is with Paul Bettany, like, I didn't know how he was going to be, because in interviews he's quite professional and quite formal, very English, but he was the nicest guy I've met ever. He was so chatty. I didn't realise how into the comics he was, because a lot of the actors sometimes, they literally just do the films or the shows and don't do any background reading, but he was proper into the comics. And when he was telling me I should read the new Vision stuff, I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna read that then. So that was quite cool, and it did not disappoint. So I got a good 10 minutes of him, which for a big guest at a convention doesn't sound like a lot, but that is very good for a big headliner like that. And he was one of my favourite interactions, because like Anthony Mackie last year, like I got to talk to him for a while, and Paul was just brilliant. And then like I Instagrammed him saying, oh, you know, thanks for making my weekend, it's been amazing meeting you and a pleasure. So that was my son Pop. He was without a doubt one of the best experiences I've had meeting a guest. And the thing is, obviously, when he's talking, I was like, it's not even put on, I'm talking to Jarvis / Vision. And then I also said to him about, what was it like, transition from Jarvis to Vision. He said, well, this way I'm actually in the camera now. So that was quite funny when he talked about that. But yeah, he shook my hand off and said, oh, you know, thank you for coming out, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Gave me a hug and then walked off. So it was just icing on the cake. Just such a night. He was so tall that I was like, oh wow, you're tall. So that was my experience meeting him. He's probably up there one of my favourite actors I've met, just because he's a big Marvel star, obviously. I was just like, man, this guy is so cool. I feel like I need to rewatch like some of the earlier Marvel films when Vision first came into it now. So they were all the actors I met. And then across the weekend I got some cool swag, as we'll show you what I got. There was a place called Merchandise Monkey, and they sold this cool Titanfall 2 hoodie. I've not actually played the game, but I like the look of the hoodie. So I bought this. It's got some cool zip pouch thing on the arm, and on the back. It's got a cool logo. Not played the game, but I like the look of the hoodie, so I went, I'm gonna buy that shit. So I bought that. I had some birthday money as well, and obviously meeting Nolan North, it sparked my love for the Uncharted games again, so I managed to find this cool book. It's the Art of the Uncharted trilogy, so it's all 3 games art book. I've not actually opened it yet, because I'm gonna save that for later, but it was like 20% off, so I got quite a good price for it as well, which is pretty awesome. So I'm gonna have a good look at that. I'll probably review that at some point as well, just because like art books I love, and like the Uncharted games, we've got some of the best locations in the world, best characters, the concept arts are amazing, so that was a great find. That, so I was like, yep, I'm gonna buy that. So Ryan and Ashley gave me some birthday money, so thank you guys. Love it. And then I got some cool t-shirts as well. They had some exclusive t-shirts that Marvel were doing there, so I got this one. She's like a 10-year anniversary of Marvel Studios, so it's got Iron Man in the middle, because obviously that's how the MCU started. It's a cool little design there. I did want to get this really cool Spider-Man one. It was like the advanced suit from the game, but they didn't have my size. I was like, because I couldn't actually find the store at first, and when I did find it on Friday, I was like, okay. So I had to buy a substitute Spidey t-shirt. This one absolutely makes up for it. On Instagram, follow it's a page called Hard Times Clothing, and there's all these amazing illustrators that make these cool t-shirts. So I saw this one, and naturally I had to get it. So it's the Miles Morales Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Just look at that, man. I could not get it. I saw it, I was like, take my money now. Naturally, I was like, I need this t-shirt, just because I am so looking forward to this film coming out. Like, and when I saw that, I went, right, that's it, I'm gonna buy that. No hesitation at all. So I thought, if I can't get the one I wanted, I'm gonna get that one. So I bought that, and I just love the t-shirt. Like, the whole illustration of it is just ridiculous. There was loads of cool ones there, but for me, being a big Spidey fan, that one stood out for me. So that was the one I was like, yeah, here you go, bought it, no problem. Loved it. And then there was a Warner Brothers booth there where you could have a green screen picture taken of the Aquaman Trident, and they were giving out these cool free bags. So I got this one, which is Arrow, which I got on Friday. And and they ran out quick. So when I was walking around on the Saturday, everyone was like, where'd you get that bag? I told them, but there was no Arrow ones left. People were like, can we swap? I went, hell no. Arrow's my ting, man. I won't swap it. Which is cool because you got a little, they've got a cool little badge on it as well. So I've got a Superman one. And it actually has like straps like a bag and the Warner Brothers icon. But I was just walking around Friday, minding my business, and this one was like, oh, do you want a free bag? And I went, fuck yeah, because it was the Arrow season 6, I believe. I was like, yep, I need this. So I got that one. And then yesterday they were giving them out again. So yesterday it was the Supergirl one I got, which was cool. And this one actually has a little Arrow badge. So I was like, yep, that's cool now to me. I will take that shit. Again, Warner Brothers logo on the back. Straps. Because they had also Flash and Legends tomorrow. I was trying to get a Flash one, but by the time I got there, all they had was Supergirl and a few Legends. So I was like, oh, that's cool, I'll take the Supergirl one. A lot of people just took clothes because I guarantee they'll end up on eBay or these flippers trying to sell them. But I'm keeping them because they're cool items, and for future conventions I'm going to take them because they're like button-up bags and they're going to be good to carry stuff in. So I was like, yeah, free stuff. I will say no to that because I love freebies at cons. That's why MCM's good in a way and stuff like that, because you get a lot of cool freebies and stuff everywhere for everyone. I'm freaking shattered from it though. Like, it was 2 long days, but when you're there you just enjoy it and you don't think. Because then when I was on the train coming back last night, I was like, oh, I just felt dead. I had a good sleep last night, but I'm still feeling tired now. So I thought, while it's fresh up there, I'll film the video now. It is getting better each year, MCM. There was a few little hiccups, things that still need improving on. So hopefully they'll take feedback from everyone, all the people that have gone, and maybe exhibitors as well, and that's something they can work on for next time. The photo ops ran a lot smoother. So this time there was like 3 queues because you had 2 studios, and then it would have the actor's name and time slot, so then you know where to go. Then you literally queue up, your turn, go in, get your photo done. By the time you walk out, printers all have them. Those printers were so slow though. For the big guests like Paul Bettany, like there was a crowd of people, so maybe they need to update their printers. But yeah, that procedure is very well done. Because I remember 2 years ago, there was no sort of way of knowing where to queue, and you had a crowd of people, and it was just all chaos. That was a plus. The only other thing that was a bit annoying was for Paul Bettany's queue. So you had the like barriers, but then they only went up to a certain point. So normally, common sense is people would snake. So I was queuing up and no one was doing it. People were sort of jumping in, and then people were like, oh, you know, there's a queue. I went, mate, I've been queuing here for half an hour. Don't tell me, I know there's a queue. And the volunteers there wasn't really managing the queue properly. I don't think there was enough for him. There was only like 2 I could see. 1 at the front and 1 at the back. So I think for future reference, maybe for the bigger guests, they need to have maybe at least 3 volunteers there to manage the queue better, because it just didn't snake as it should have done. So that was another thing that needs to be improved on. And I think it was for the entry. For MCM, you have your priority entry queue and your general entry. Now when I went in early in the morning, the priority queue was there, but when Lucy, she texted me, she got there a bit later than I did, and there was no priority queue, so they made her queue up in general. Now if you pay for priority entry, there should be a specified queue system there. So if they're just forcing you to general entry, it's a bit like, why did I buy this then? So maybe they need to relook at that, because I do think they oversold tickets on Saturday because you could not move. Anywhere you went, it was mobbed. So I think they need to maybe have a better system in place for how they do their ticket sales, because there was so many people. It was sold out, which is fine, but I think they maybe oversold it as well, because literally there was the queues for food and everywhere were just insane. So maybe that's a little thing they should work on. I think the only other thing that needs looking at is how they do panels. Is for the main stage theatre, they were making people leave in a panel and queue back up. Now with places like Heroes and Villains, they just let you sort of sit there, because if you're in there, they make you go out. There's already a queue of people there, you ain't gonna get into the actual screen. Maybe that's something they need to look at for future panels and stuff like that. It was only the main stage one. The other panels started around were fine, but it was just the main one where like a lot of the big actors and guests were. So that was the only thing really. Overall, weekend was just brilliant. The 2 days I went, I loved every second of it. Didn't have any qualms with it at all. The only thing was with the Paul Bettany queue, but then that's maybe something that they need to look at for next time. Had a really awesome weekend. I mean, I only met 4 guests this time. The experience I had with them, I'll just always remember. And now I've got all my signed stuff as well, which is brilliant. Photo ops, they always come out well, and it's like, loved it. Loved every second of it. So it was a nice long birthday weekend for me really. Like talking about it now, reliving it again, it's just like, oh mate. I've been really loving this come to meeting some of these actors, because the experience I get with them, not necessarily a lot of people get them, because I think with me, I don't really get starstruck. I kind of wish I did, but I just talk to the actors, because they are still people, but I just talk to them like I've known them for years. Maybe it's a weird skill I have, I don't know, really don't know. But overall, absolutely loved it. MCM's the one I always like to go to, just because there's lots of stuff there for everyone. Whether you like games, comics, TV, movies, comics, anime, manga, there's something there for everyone. And I didn't get as much stuff as I normally want because I was walking around and not a lot of stuff caught my eye really. And I also bought Red Dead Redemption 2 there because they had a game still there, but as in like the actual company game. I'm going to be playing this, may do some videos for that too. That's my final convention for this year, and next year I'll be doing a lot more coverage. What I did try out as well is on my Instagram I did a coverage of the whole weekend, so I was posting stuff on my Instagram story just to show like stuff I saw there, stuff I got up to, so that was cool. It was a little trial just to see if that would work better than doing like a vlog really, and I got a good response from it, so it might be something I'll do for future. Before I round this video off, I've just remembered I got to play some cool games for upcoming titles. So I got to play the Kingdom Hearts 3 demo. Oh my god, that game is going to be amazing. There was a booth for PS4 and Xbox, obviously because I'm a PlayStation gamer I queued up for the PS4 one, and I got a free sea salt ice cream as well for playing, which was cool. The demo itself was the Toy Story level, which I think we saw a lot of that at E3 and Tokyo Game Show we saw a video of. It's just the controls are ridiculous, like the graphics are so insanely good and the controls are so free flowing, like the movement is just so quick. You don't need to have a high sensitivity on this. Obviously Mickey, Sora and Goofy get transformed into Toy Story characters and you're like going around with like Buzz and Woody and that. Oh mate, I only played a little bit of it, but oh fuck, I can't wait for that game. Straight up, we've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 for years. It's finally going to be released next year. Based on that, I'm going to pre-order the crap out of that just because the nostalgic feel for it. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 2 was, was it 2008? I was still in college. So nearly 10 years later, Kingdom Hearts 3 is almost here. I mean, I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't want to spoil it for people. For based on the experience of the playthrough I had, I absolutely loved it. Everything I want in a Kingdom Hearts game, and the fact that obviously Sora's a bit older now, the way his character's developed is cool following that story, and the gameplay is just as flawless as ever, and the next gen is going to be great for this game, so I cannot wait for that as well. I think it's January or February 2019 it comes out, so keep an eye out for that. I couldn't record any gameplay purely because they want to keep it only for people at the convention, which is fair enough, so I put some stuff on the Instagram, me actually walking around the booth, so that's cool. And the other one I played, it was the Super Smash Bros. For the Switch, they had that there. Oh my shit. It's basically Super Smash Bros. On crack because the Switch is such a powerful system for it, and I was playing it like, oh, I can see me putting a lot of game time into this game. Classic Smash Bros, updated graphics, a lot more characters. Can't wait. So those are the games I played as well, and that is everything I did at MCM on Friday and Saturday really. Yeah. So that's my final convention of 2018. Great way to round up the convention circuit this year, and I'll go to some more hopefully in the future. Thanks for watching this video guys. If you liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe down below, and stay tuned for more convention coverage, and I'll catch you all very soon. Yay, I got a gun! Cool. Right. Let's have a cool set. Oh, I've been to this one. I think I put in this one I played my brother last night. Yeah, I got shotgun too. Alright. Now I've got to find something. Where are we? Right, so if I start following that line. That's what I've been told to do, so that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. In the meantime, I'll try to find some good gear too. Yeah, ammo, cool, I'll take that. Oh, chest! Oh, I got some stuff. Yay! Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, fuck, why did I literally just started, man. Fuck yeah, do you know what? I'm just gonna call it quits there. Bollocks to that.